it wants the y-intercept. Basically, the monthly payments will be the slope and the y-intercept will be the registration fee, which is only paid once. Look at the table, find the slope. Change in x is 2. Change in y, 70, 70, and 70. Basically, the slope will be 70 divided by 2, which is 35. So in your slope-intercept form, your equation y equals mx plus b, you know the m is 35, but you don't know the b. To find b, just pick a point on the table. I'll use 3 and 150. And then use 3, comma 150, x and y. Y will be 150, x will be 3, and then you just solve for b. 150 equals 105 plus b. To find b, subtract 105 from both sides. And b, the y-intercept, will be 45. And in this case, our question was, what is the registration fee? That is the same thing as the y-intercept in this problem, which is 45. The registration fee is $45. It's looking for the best description of the relationship in this graph right here. The trend is these dots are going down. That's a negative trend. Positive would look like this, constant would be like this, and no trend, the points would be all over the place. So B is the answer, negative trend. It wants to know what is the temperature in Celsius. You have temperature in Fahrenheit, and you want to find temperature in Celsius. Use the equation that's given. Plug in the values that are known. In this case, we know that F equals 77. It says so here. Then I'll find C by putting in 77 in place of F. Okay, 25. 25 degrees Celsius. Answer choice B. Old equation, and it wants us to make a new one. The requirements are the slope is 2 over 3 and the y-intercept is -4. Now to compare these, the two slopes will be different and the y-intercepts are different. If you look at the answer choices, C says the new line and the original have the same y-intercept. We know that's wrong because these are two different numbers right here, 4 and -4. Now, B, the new line is parallel to the original line. These are different slopes right here. One is a negative, one is a positive. They need to be same slope to be parallel. B is not it. Now, perpendicular, it has two requirements for perpendicular. It has to be opposite and reciprocal. That's that's not it. These are not reciprocals, so that leaves D as the best answer. It wants the correct equation. Look at the details. 0.12 grams per minute. Per, that's a key word for slope. That means the number in front of the variable, in this case, should be 0.12. If you look at A, that is not 0.12. B, not 0.12. C has 0.12, and so does D. And then just look at the other number in the question, 8 grams. It says it started with 8 grams. Started with 8 grams in the very beginning, and then a chemical is being used. That means reduced or taking away from the original 8 grams. That means subtract. And that means C is the best choice because you're subtracting from 8, which is what you started with at the beginning. And D would not fit because it doesn't start with negative 8, it starts with positive 8 grams. D is out, A is out, B is out, which leaves C. Area of a rectangle equals length times width, or in some cases base times height. As long as you have those two dimensions, you'll be able to find area. This will be the length and then the width, as it says here. Width will be x over y. Multiply this out, you should have 2x squared, because I have one x here and another x here, a total of 2 x's. Multiplied together, which is x squared. And you have y cubed over y. Y cubed over y is the same thing as y cubed minus, or y to the third minus 1, and that will be y squared. That's what I need here. Okay, and I have nothing on the bottom. I just put 1, but I don't really need to. Look at the answer choices. A and B are out because you need 4 in front, you need 2 in front, not 4. Like here, 2 in front, which leaves C and D. And the only way C and D are different is the exponent with y. And the correct one should be 2, not 4.